I'm really sorry not to be with you tonight, but I'm away on holiday and I only knew of this date last week. By way of introduction, I am Julie Ward. I'm 52 years old and I live in Bierton, which falls within the ward, our ward, which I'm seeking to represent. My husband and I have a business employing 8 local people, and our business is also based here on the ward in Bierton. I have a daughter of 27 who is a solicitor, and she also resides on the ward. Myself and my family live and work in our ward, the ward that I'm hoping to stand for if you choose me as your candidate tonight. And while I cannot see who's present there tonight, I know that to some of you I will be a colleague and to others I may be a neighbour. I've served as a town councillor, a district councillor and a county councillor. I'm the current district councillor for Bierton and Oakfield, and I'm the current county councillor for Aylesbury East, representing Bedgrove, Broughton, Oakfield and the wider area. I've been elected as a councillor 4 times since 2007. I have, fingers crossed, never yet lost a seat and have always increased the majority. I've been a Deputy Mayor of Aylesbury and am currently the Cabinet Member for Civic Amenities at AVDC and the Deputy Chair of the Children's Scrutiny Committee at Bucks County Council. I'm a local girl born and bred. After attending the Henry Floyd Grammar School in Aylesbury, I went to work in financial services. Some of you may remember Target Life. I retrained and for 15 years I worked in education at the Grange School in Aylesbury. And I started in special needs, but for the main, I worked in the pastoral care of vulnerable students. I resigned from this job at the end of 2016 in order to be able to stand in the 2017 County Council elections. This was necessary as it's not possible to be employed by a council that you're elected to serve. I gave up my work for the opportunity to take a chance and run for election to the County Council. Such was my desire to serve the party, the council, but most importantly, the community that I'm a part of. In winning, I took the seat from UKIP, and previously it had been a Lib Dem stronghold for many years. I have a strong track record of working for residents. In 2008, along with a small group of others, I helped to form the Say No to Eastern Arc Residents Action Group campaign against the major housing growth arc planned for our area, long before the names of Hampden Fields or Woodlands had ever been conceived. In 2010, I appeared before the inspector at the examination in public of the first local plan, and he found in our favour. I think it may have been something of an unexpected bloody nose for the council at the time. I do my homework. I am unashamedly a girly swat. When all routes of resistance were exhausted, I worked for the good of the residents of the New Kingsbrook estate. I re-established the stakeholder working group with the developer, which had previously lapsed under my predecessor, and in doing so have been able to help bring forward things that we've long been waiting for, such as traffic lights on the canal bridge. I have a good working relationship with county, district and parish colleagues, which allows me to help influence matters important to people, both large and small. I understand what is important to you as it is important to me. What affects you affects me, whether it be our roads, traffic or unwanted inappropriate development, the services and facilities in our villages and town. It's also important to me to see that the councils we control are represented to our residents in the best possible light. This is not always easy when the aims of the authority and the opinions of residents are not the same. But I feel that over the years, experience and some wise colleagues have helped me learn and refine this skill. And if you choose me as your candidate tonight, you have my commitment that I will work tirelessly on your behalf, on our behalf. Thank you. Tonight to hear and answer your questions. I'm grateful to Lawrence Renshaw for having the opportunity to spend a little time anticipating what some of those questions might be. So here goes. It has to be the huge amount of development that's descending on our area. Whether it be Hampden Fields, Woodlands or anything else that's coming forward, there's no escaping it. The face of our locality is changing massively and rapidly. The County Council have told us that the link roads in our area are scheduled to be opened by the end of 2021 in their entirety. As a current local member, I've kept my finger on the pulse of this, and I think that it's important to keep this up in the future. About the big campaign against the first local plan, I think it's the smaller things where you see the direct and personal effect it can have on people's lives. What stand out for me are a planning application that I fought hard to get turned down for 30 homes in William Hill Drive in Bierton, in open countryside in my village. The planners wanted to approve them, and I fought like a terrier, as one of my residents said, to persuade the committee that they were wrong. A few days after turning the plans down, an inspector turned down an earlier appeal for the same site, giving all the reasons that I threw up at committee. On a more personal level, the support I was able to give a group of parents, and one in particular whose children were being horribly bullied in school. Difficult. Politically, if we don't win seats, we don't control councils, and are therefore unable to ensure a well-run Conservative administration. It all starts and ends with the electorate. They empower us, and with a Conservative majority, we have a mandate. I really don't have an issue representing in the strongest possible terms what my residents want. About the experience I have in business and public service, but on a human level, I think it has to be finding the positives, however small. This could be something like getting the traffic lights put on the canal bridge early, or having Rowsham Road blocked to through traffic as part of the crematorium development. Also, I live and work on our ward. I'm present and available almost at all times. Our business gives me the flexibility to be where I'm needed when I'm needed.